Learning theory and French or Chinese revolution. Does that help Africa in any way? We could put in place woodworks, metalworks, or electronics. We have resources. How do you intend to create those jobs? You need to teach people skills. There has to be enough industry and not only soft skills. Since our biggest resource is land, we need massive agriculture programs in place. I find it a joke that Africa, we should import food. This is a joke I will never get. Africa is home for timber, but look how unaffordable nice home furniture is. Gold and diamond you can actually walk in the forests in some regions and fetch, but how many of us can afford nice jewels? When I walk in the shops and see those gold stuff overpriced by foreign shops, I laugh myself out because I used to stay at a place where, when it's finished raining, you will just take the soil, wash, and the next thing you are left with gold in your hands. For diamond, you just need a pick to dig. After a few sweats, you have your piece. Another thing that's beyond my senses is why each and every African doesn't have a piece of land to build their homes. Most of the areas are practically bushes. It should be an abomination for an African to be a squatter. Land belongs to all of us. No one owns undeveloped stretches of lands. Everything is being mismanaged and made inaccessible for the general public. Nothing is happening here. We have animals, but you can hardly get a good quality leather shoes or handbags. I have put myself into supporting third world countries. When I buy my shoes, they are either from India or Africa, but after talking to many salespeople, they say it's expensive to make quality shoes in Africa. Then I ask myself why, when we have materials. It's because we have no skills to actually make the shoes. I think we should change our education system. Instead of learning theory and French or Chinese revolution, we could put in place woodworks, metalworks, or electronics. Anyone interested in history should do humanitarian. I buy all my electric home appliances German brands. Why? Because they are stronger. Does that help Africa in any way? No. The quality of our goods has deteriorated over the past years, and it's because they are not African-made. It's Chinese. Growing up, I used to wear shoes made in Africa, but now I have cones on my feet due to wearing Chinese-made shoes. They have small feet. Who can blame them for not understanding a woman that wears sizes from 7 to 10? African leaders are failing to realize that our education system was put in place some years ago by our colonizers. Mainly, it makes us literate. For example, most Zimbabweans are educated, but what have they made or developed? Nothing. They are just literate, hence they are surviving all over the world. Without saying there are no experts, but they are a handful among a million people. As the young generation, I think we should focus on developing ourselves and forget about our politicians. We can't look up to them after decades and decades of failure. Apparently, fighting each other and wars will not help us. Africa, we should learn to stand on our own. USA aid should be stopped and banned because that's how they manage to make us a testing ground for their labs. We should stop being beggars and recover our lost pride. We should encourage ordinary people from the West to stop donating to Africa. They have been doing it for ages. What did it yield? Nothing. If anyone feels the need to help Africa, please do so by encouraging all Africans to think on their feet. Encourage them and let them know that running away from their countries will not solve anything.